Welcome to this week's DUP review, where we take a look at what our MPs and MLAs have been working on this week. Deputy First Minister Emma Little-Pengelly welcomed His Majesty the King to Royal Hillsborough. It is always fantastic to have members of the royal family visit here in Northern Ireland, and we wish their Majesties a very enjoyable stay. In the Assembly, the DUP paid tribute to John Paddy Hemingway, the last surviving member of the few who fought with fighter command in the Battle of Britain. Paddy, who passed away at the age of 105, was deeply proud of his RAF service and his Irish heritage. In the Assembly, Emma Little-Pengelly honoured his remarkable life and legacy. Sporting achievements also took centre stage this week, with Wallace High School securing victory in the Schools Cup final at Ravenhill on Monday. In a thrilling contest against the Royal School Armagh, Paul Given congratulated their team on their outstanding success. Stephen Dunn praised Bangor Hockey Club for their Anderson Cup win, while Diane Forsyth recognised Kilkeel High School for achieving an incredible treble at under 14s, 16 and under 18 level. In the Assembly, our Communities Minister Gordon Lyons successfully brought forward regulations to extend welfare mitigations here in Northern Ireland, ensuring that those in need of that support receive vital funding. He also reaffirmed his commitment to lobbying the government to reconsider its proposed changes to personal independence payments, which would negatively impact vulnerable people here in Northern Ireland. The importance of fairness in cultural and linguistic support was also a key issue this week. Maurice Bradley and Brian Kingston challenged Sinn Féin demands for preferential treatment for the Irish language, highlighting how it is too often used as a weapon in a political battle. The DUP remains committed to ensuring fairness and opposing any moves that would seek to prioritise one tradition over another. At Westminster, our DUP team were engaged in a range of vital issues. Sammy Wilson travelled to the Netherlands with the Environmental Audit Committee to examine the country's flood defences and explore what lessons could be applied here in Northern Ireland. Carla Lockhart raised the rise in violence against women and girls during equality questions, highlighting the devastating McNally family tragedy and urging the government to take action. Jim Shannon spoke in a Westminster Hall debate on domestic abuse, expressing concern about individuals who are arrested for first-time offences but not prosecuted, only to reoffend with escalating violence. Meanwhile, our party leader, Gavin Robinson, took part in a Northern Ireland Affairs session examining the government's new approach to dealing with the legacy of the past. And Gregory Campbell attended a water aid event, stressing the need for clean access as a priority in the UK's foreign aid budget. On Tuesday, Gavin Robinson, Jim Shannon and Carla Lockhart took a firm stand during the government's welfare reform statement. Gavin criticised the ongoing attacks on the most vulnerable, particularly those suffering from mental ill health. Carla pressed the Secretary of State for assurances that people in genuine need would not be left in fear about their future, while Jim called for a balanced approach in tackling welfare fraud whilst ensuring that vulnerable individuals are not unfairly targeted. DUP MPs also intervened in the debate on the National Insurance Contribution Bill. Carla Lockhart urged the government to exempt hospices from the planned national insurance increases, recognising their vital role in the end-of-life care. Jim Shannon raised concerns about the NHS, warning how GP surgeries and health clinics are already being forced to cut staff and reduce services. From the Assembly to Westminster, the DUP continue to stand up for Northern Ireland, ensuring fairness, supporting the vulnerable and pushing back against decisions that put our communities here in Northern Ireland at risk.